Stellar Blade is a game that I've been waiting for since it was originally announced 5 or 6 years ago as Project Eve. Since then, I've had the pleasant opportunity to enjoy Goddess Victory Nikke, another title from Shift Up within the realm of gacha games. Knowing how incredible the storytelling has been within Nikke, it only made me more excited for Stellar Blade as we got closer and closer to release. Now I finally played and completed the game, and I'm ready to share my opinions with all of you. In this video, I'll give you my thoughts on the story, combat, open zone, difficulty, and much more. Let's get it poppin'. So, what is Stellar Blade? Stellar Blade is a game developed by Shift Up as their first AAA console game after years of work on mobile gacha games. This game takes place on a post-apocalyptic Earth where a species called the Naytiba have taken over. You take the role of Eve, who has come to Earth for the sole purpose of eliminating the Naytiba with her squad members, but shortly into the game she realizes that she's the last of her squad to make it. Stellar Blade is a Souls-inspired action RPG with a lot of what made Nier and Sekiro fantastic games. The story has a lot of twists and turns, but some of them can be a bit predictable, while others will go in a completely different direction than expected. This is a good thing, as you'll pick up on the route they're going with the story and where the inspiration comes from very early. For spoiler reasons, I'll keep things like this out of the review, but it will be a part of why the story gets the score it receives. One more parry. Got you. Let's start this video by talking about the combat. This game's battle system is a hack and slash that rewards you by learning the depths of the combat system. You can get away with simply learning to perfect parry, perfect dodge, and spam heavy and light attacks, but the true fun comes from learning how each of the abilities work. There are 5 different trees in this game, and each of them specializes in something different. For example, the attack tree is for standard abilities, combos, and chaining abilities together, while the survival tree is for dodging, parries, skill recharging, and counters. Each skill on a tree has a purpose, and it's up to you to know what the purpose of each ability is so that you can come out on top in battle. There are abilities specifically for breaking shields, stunning enemies, dealing pure damage, or dealing damage at range. After you understand the purpose of each skill, you'll find fun and unique ways to punish the enemies. There are also ways to improve Eve herself through gear and exospines that will give you various different improvements. Gear and exospines will provide significant stat boosts or make specific actions easier to perform so that combat works the way that you intend it to. You also have a nice drone gun and many items that will help you in combat as well. These systems come together to make a combat system that is incredibly satisfying and rewarding. Each one of the bosses will test your knowledge of these systems by forcing you to perform some actions more than others, and while sometimes I got incredibly frustrated, it was the fun kind of frustrated that forces you to improve your skills. This battle system alone made Stellar Blade something that I enjoyed from beginning to end, so much so that I recently started a new game plus on hard mode, which only adds more enemies, skill improvements, and a greater challenge as you press through. As far as this game's aesthetic goes, Eve is an incredibly beautiful character with some impressive assets and skins to complement those assets, but Stellar Blade reminds you that this game is more than just a beautiful protagonist with beautiful outfits. This game is top notch and it has a truly post-apocalyptic world, and each area reminds you of that fact. Within this post-apocalyptic world, you'll meet different characters that continue to challenge Eve and her ideologies. The way she thinks, the way she acts, her beliefs are all challenged through this game as she develops a true understanding of what it means to be human. Something that I'm seeing fairly often is that people think that this game is super linear, but Stellar Blade does have open zones that have a decent amount of side quests that provide very useful rewards and resources. You will earn new skins, gears, exospines, and when you're ready to press on with the story, you'll find that it does become more linear in that regard. Stellar Blade is open enough to give you stuff to do when you don't feel strong enough or you just want to explore and learn more about the location and its people or enemies. Exploration is something that is very important for this game, but if you just want to do the story, you can focus on that. Let's talk about the music within this game because it's absolutely peak. Every single song had the perfect flow to match exactly what you're experiencing within the game. Not to mention that Stellar Blade has calm and aggressive versions of various songs, as well as both vocals and versions of the songs that don't have vocals. I knew the music in this game would be good, but with every boss battle and new area, it just got better. Here are some samples of 3 songs that caught my attention the most throughout the story. Let me know what you think of the OST from what you just heard.
Time is running short, so why are you alone? Couldn't you believe the truth, darling? Don't you worry, 'cause I'm here now, and we'll still shine. Time is running close, let's get out what's lost. Colors are laundering, and his time. Suffer, I'll keep outside.
So what did I think overall? Stellar Blade provides a bit of everything that a fun game would contain. A great story, very action-packed combat, a gear system that provides enough uniqueness to improve specific areas of Eve's skill set, and more. There are 3 endings that provide different twists and turns along the way that only make you wish that there were more. The inspiration from Nier is apparent all over this game, while also keeping that Souls-like approach to combat. And just when you thought you experienced everything, there is a new Game Plus feature that adds more to the base game, adds more layers to the combat and skills, as well as a hard mode. This is a solid entry into the console market for Shift Up, and because of that, I'm giving this game a 9 out of 10. The reason for this is because I can think of a few ways they could make the game even better by punishing players through death like a Souls game, or adding more skills with customization to which skills are equipped at any given moment, but that's just me nitpicking. The English and Korean voice actors knocked it out of the park, as they all played a crucial role that improves the immersion within the game. The entire game was stable and well developed, and I really wish more gacha developers would make true masterpieces like these for consoles. Anyways, what do you think of Stellar Blade? Let me know in the comment section below. Have a wonderful day, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay chaotic. Peace out, everyone.